Hola and welcome to Lindita's Kitchen. I am Lindita, your host. And yes, fall is in the air. Winter is around the corner. And you know what? I've got some arroz con pollo that's going to just not warm your tummy, but your soul as well. And this recipe is just wonderful. It's so easy. Something that I grew up with. We didn't have chicken noodle soup. We had arroz con pollo. So all you'll need for this is a bell pepper, some tomatoes, some bouillon, some celery sticks, and a touch of love. So let's get started. The chicken is already boiling over there. I've got one whole chicken, and you have it cut up at the meat department. It's already ready to go, boiling, and then we're going to add our rice to it. But before we do that, we have to brown it. So let's get started. Okay, so I am browning my rice. Remember, I used 1 cup of the long grain rice. You don't need any oil at all. So what you want to do is just put it in a skillet like this and just brown it. And you don't want to burn it, because once it's burned, you got to start all over again. You don't want to throw it in your chicken soup. So I'm going to set this aside. It's nice and brown. We're going to get our chicken. Take the lid off. Ooh, híjole. Then we're going to add our rice. Now, the secret is this recipe is that why we brown it is because once you add it to the liquid, it pops. Se abre, like in other words, right? And you have to do it really slow. Otherwise, you could have a nice spill. So we're going to just add our rice, toss it in there, 1 cup. And this is when we start adding all of our ingredients. Right before I added my rice, I did put in the chicken bouillon, okay? So I added 2 cubes, and I'm going to use some garlic salt, a little garlic in there. And of course you want to add your pepper, no? I love pepper, so go at it, You don't need to add any salt for those that like it, John, yes. And a little garlic, I did do 1 large clove, and you don't need to because we've added the garlic in there, but garlic is so good for you. I just want to let you know. And I love hearing my molcajete go. Makes it even taste better. Not just that, I used 1/2 of the bell pepper, and I'm going to go ahead and add that right in there. Red or green. I do prefer the red only because it's got a little sweet taste to it. And so you know what I'm saying if you like peppers, bell peppers. And we're going to add 2 celery sticks. And I've already just diced them nice and chunky. We're going to turn it up a little bit, just like that. And I love tomato, obviously. You got to have tomato and everything. We grew up in the fields, and let me tell you, tomate is part of this recipe. So I added 1 chopped tomato, and then we added the onion. Oh, sorry about that. We needed 1/2 onion. Okay, and you don't want to finely dice it. I mean, unless you prefer it that way. Okay, so your onion goes in there. And then, of course, we have cilantro. But the cilantro doesn't go in till right before it's done. It has that fresh flavor and the look that you want. So we'll hold off on that. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of Lindita's hot, because I'm a hot girl and I love it hot. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. It's got more of your spices in there that you've already added, but it just adds color and flavor. And soon we're going to be tasting love. So let's cook this up. We'll bring it to a boil, and then we'll simmer it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it should be done. We'll see with the rice, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Arroz con pollo, let me tell you, this is the best recipe that you'll have. And I'm glad that I'm sharing this with you. And I'm going to plate this up because it's ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit of my rice. And I love the thigh, okay? Again, for those that would like, you can always skin it. The way this recipe is it cooks with the skin. You get all the flavors in there. And you can also break it up or just pick it up like you do like ribs, and just dig into it. And then you serve this up with fresh tortillas. And I have corn tortillas. You can have corn tortillas. Mira, de flor también. Ay, ay, ay. So with that, I'm going to let this cool off a little bit because I'm going to be diving in. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here in Lindita's kitchen and bringing you some wonderful traditional recipes from my heart. So, gracias y buenos días.